We got one in the third and one in open net, so it's a good one.
You were talking about your line just a little bit when we first came in, but I don't know who got the assist on the Felbola second goal, but you guys, with no assist from you or Bert, you have 20 points. That line over the last 3 games with an assist from you, 21 points. Just got to talk about that stat.
Yeah, it's small things that decide if it's going to go well or not. You keep working, keep shooting all the time, but all of a sudden the puck goes in, and you just gotta be happy and take advantage of it, because it could be slumps another way too, and it's not that fun.
I remember asking you maybe even a couple of weeks ago about your season, and you said so far it's been disappointing. Now kind of talk about your season.
Well, since we talked last time, I think it's been a little bit better, and but still we got 9 games left. We've got to keep going, and it's the fun part of the season coming. Postseason coming up, and we've got a good chance of making that, and when we're in that, we're going to have a good team.
When you guys were so banged up, is this pretty much what you guys had visions of? In the middle of the season, you're hurt, and Franzen's hurt, and Cronwell's hurt. Did you just pretty much think to yourself, well, we could be this good? Are you better than you thought you could be, or this is pretty much what you expected?
Well, I think, if you have a lot of guys injured, it's tough. But in the same way, players that are not used to playing a lot of minutes get more chance and get confidence. And when we get back healthy, those guys are been playing a lot more minutes, and they're confident in themselves and keep playing good.
Mike, the Zetterberg, Petronzi, Filippo line were all 3 stars here tonight. Can you just talk about the impact they've had not only tonight but over the last 3 or 4 games?
Well, they're playing well. I mean, Howie was the guy that kept us in the game, though. Let's not kid ourselves, so he should have been a star. But those guys have played well, and they generated offense for us tonight. Tonight was probably the toughest game for us that we've had in a while. We didn't have much energy mentally or physically, but the guys, I was really impressed. They dug in, they found a way to win, and I probably should have given yesterday off. I chose not to, and I thought it would help us. And if I was doing it all over again, I would take yesterday off. So we'll take tomorrow off and get re-energized both mentally and physically, and get ready to push.
Talk about how he gets his 30th win of the season tonight. That number as a number, and the way he played tonight, you can comment on both.
Well, I said to Ken Holland today, suddenly he's in top 3 numbers in 3 categories in goaltending this year, and that's fantastic for us. He's a young man, and only time will tell whether he can do it 10 years in a row, but he looks like he's a goalie. He battles. He seems to have a real good attitude. When things don't go well for him, it just seems to be like water off a duck's back, and he's getting better, so good for us.
He's played 20 straight now. We go back with him on Friday, or is Ozzy going to get a shot?
No, he's going back in on Friday for sure, and then we'll talk about it after that.
With that line, you talked a lot about Bert making the commitment to go in front of the net. How important is it to you that when they do cycle, his skills with the puck are pretty good?
Yeah, well, that's where we don't want to get confused here. That's not what we want. We want him at the net, and those other guys get to play with the puck, and he gets to bang the loose puck in. And what happens is with those guys, if you end up having the puck, then the line's not effective. It's no different when Homer playing with Mule and Pal, and so it's set up that way, and as long as he keeps playing like that, he's going to get an opportunity to play with those guys.
Mike, do you think things are getting easier for Jimmy with him playing this long stretch of games? I mean, 20 straight tonight, and he seems to be energized by it, just going out every day and doing it.
Well, when you're a kid and you're fresh, it's your first year in the league. I mean, it's not like you're going to get worn out. Wouldn't matter what you do. You just want to play. And when you're playing well, you're not thinking. And Ozzy would tell you the same. Is that when you're playing well, you just want to get in the net, and you can. It's not like it's wearing you out. It's fun, and that's what's happening for Jimmy right now. And we're fortunate.
Did you have to say anything between first and second period?
Well, we talked a little bit, but it's not like. The point is they're smart. They understand what's going on, and they understand when we're not moving our feet or not competing at a high enough level, and they got to look after. So good for them. Some wins aren't easy, and this was one tonight. I mean, they were battling for their playoff life tonight, and I don't know if they're mathematically eliminated, but they're darn close.
Do you sleep a little better with the cushion you got, or is it too early for that?
Sleep's overrated. Get some in the summer.
Mike, can you just talk about the team, the way you've played lately? What has been the biggest difference? No such thing as flipping a switch, but what has been the big difference?
Well, skill level is a big part of it, but just we've been getting better since we got our people back. It took us a while, but we've been getting better game in, game out, and we got more competition for jobs now, and which I really like to see. I think just all in all, getting Croner playing his game at the high level, he's a real good player for us, and obviously Z's really pushed here of late. But you add it together. Pav's line, I don't think picked up any points tonight, and yet we got points. Well, that didn't happen early, and so you can spread it around a little bit more, and that makes you a better team.
Talk about the format penalty. I think that's 2 in a row now that you killed off. Some of the keys to when you're on the PK that long.
Well, just I thought there is they got the one chance, and the guys did a real good job. So good structure, and then the guys are really competing, blocking shots. I think Millsy had 3 blocks alone on that penalty kill, and that was a big one for us. That's a turning point in the game for sure. And then obviously you need goaltending. So I thought our guys did a good job. We'd like to get Patrick Eaves back. He does a real good job for us that way, and we can have other people fresh to do what they do. But the guys did a good job and buckled up.